The PlayStation Portal. You guys are going to see me unbox it as well as set it up with you guys. The PlayStation Portal, everyone. Yes, the PlayStation Portal, which we are going to open right now. We are going to nice and gently pull it out of its super big box. Okay. It said we have it upside down, so let's actually turn it right side up so we can, get the full thing. There's a pull cord here on the side. Don't know if you can see it. We're going to pull that out. It's not really a cord. It's more like, wow, this is a real unboxing experience, if I'm being honest. I don't hate it. I did not hate it. Okay, let's go ahead, remove this. Okay. Oh, we do have stuff inside here. So let's go ahead and show you that. Sorry, it's a little bit awkward. I'm not used to stuff being in the forefront up here. But it looks like we have this cord. Okay, so that's probably one note about this unboxing experience. Yeah, the cord, yeah, this is the charging cable, it looks like. And it looks like it might be a data cable since it came from Sony themselves. So, yeah, and that's everything in here. So let's put this off to the side again. And then we have the portal itself here. And looks like nothing else in the box. Well, there is technically something else in the box, but it's just this, instruction manual. Now for the device itself. The PlayStation Portal. Honestly, this is going to be my first time seeing it in person. Ooh, what do you look at that? Honestly, it feels similar to holding a controller. Let's do the fancy peel in a moment, though. I do want to compare it to a controller. This is a PS5 controller, okay? This is the PlayStation Portal. Just to give you guys an idea. Now let's do a peel. And I'm assuming that QR code you saw goes to the whole thing with downloading the PlayStation app. Okay, so there we go. We did our fancy peel. Okay. Okay, so let's turn this puppy on and go through the process. I believe the on button should be here in the back here. I don't even know if it came with any bit of a charge or not. I get to see. Okay, it looks like it did come with a bit of a charge, guys. So we are in luck, I guess. And I'll see if I can turn on a light to maybe show you guys it better, because I think it might look a little grainy right now, but I can assure you it looks brilliant in real life. Okay, hopefully that light made it, shine a bit more for you guys, because like I said, it really does look brilliant. Now I'm going to be setting up my Wi-Fi real quick. And then after you set up your Wi-Fi, apparently it will say that the download available, and then you of course gotta read the terms of service, agree to it, and then it will download and install. So we'll let install, and now it's restarting. I do real quick want to make note rather that this is lighter than I thought. Okay, I mean, it wouldn't feel comfortable holding in one hand for a long period of time, but It's lighter, and you get used to it very quickly because the buttons and everything are you're used to where they are if you play on the PS5 at all, which, of course you do. It's the main reason you bought this. Literally, it's like basically a PS5 controller was cut in half, and the tablet in the middle. Okay. And don't worry, there are touch on this as well, so you can still do the touch. Okay, let's see. Apparently, with another update, so let's do that. Okay, I just want to give you guys a quick heads up while this is installing, because no one gave me a heads up about this, which is that when you're installing the final software update, it will tell you that the portal needs to be at least 50% battery, which is why I have this connected right now. Mine came with 48% battery. So I had to wait for it to charge 2%. I just wanted to give you guys that heads up, just so you guys know. So I'll be back once it finishes installing. And then after one update later, it will ask you to sign in. You can either use QR code or sign in manually by hitting the PlayStation options button. Now it wants you to pair with your PS5, which will actually be easier if you actually did the same Wi-Fi for the PS5. So yeah, you can pair in with that, and then it will show you all your last logged in ones. I'm going to select one, and it paired. Now, in order to actually verify our connection, what we're going to have to do is do a few things, which we will do right now, okay? We want to go over to our PlayStation and then hit settings, and then go down until you see remote play. Well, systems, then remote play. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself. You hit enable remote play, but wait, there is something else you'll have to do, okay? You then have to proceed to go back down in settings to power settings. So where there's power saving, go to the features and then turn on this and this. I just happen to have these connected already, but by default they might not be on. So make sure you connect them, and then we can go back to the portal and finish setting it up. So we'll just hit continue. Okay, now we're just going to hit next. We're going to hit next, next. You're all set up and ready to go. There's the fancy portal. And then like that, we are connected to our PS5. Yes, we are connected to our PS5 from here and whatnot, which honestly is pretty cool, if I'm being perfectly honest. The camera did not do the screen justice. By the way, if you guys want to see me playing some of these games, there will be a link in the description below to a channel called Vamp Plays. That's where I play these games. Except for Warframe, I have a whole channel dedicated to Warframe. That will also be in the link in the description below. But yeah, hopefully this has helped you set up your PlayStation Portal. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.